Hello and welcome to Off Track Pit Talk from Northampton. It's day 2 of the Shale Weekender and Sophie's not here today, so I'm going to talk to nobody and then go and talk to some drivers. Hello, Joe Walker.
Hello.
A long time no see.
Yes.
Where have you been?
On holiday.
Okay.
No, I've been waiting for an engine, unfortunately.
When did you last race?
It was, I've lost track of seasons. I didn't race last year, so it was the end of the season before that.
Yeah, so 2023.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, we'll go for that,
aren't we?
Yeah.
And you're out today because?
I'm out today because I've come for the weekend, the leisurely weekend, to help Richard Marriott.
Yeah.
After last night, he's decided he wants a bit of practice time before he gets back on track with everybody else. So the car was here, so we just decided we'd do a few laps in it and see how we get on.
And how was it?
Not so great for me, or tanked car. But no, we didn't. Well, we went down a straight and then I went to the back of the pilot. We've done a bit of damage, but we'll fix it and hopefully just turn a few laps in it for him and just see what it's like. And
okay, so the plan with you is obviously come back out in your own car that you've raced before, or just wait on engine bits to get out there?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I sold the engine out of the car at the end of the 2023 season to fund a new one. That one's still incoming, but it looks like it's going to be a while. So I've actually bought another one, which Mark Gilbank's going to freshen up for me when he gets a minute. So I'll put some more pressure on him. So yeah, it's all happening, but it's not happening.
Yeah, I get that. And in terms of like Richard, obviously Richard started that Richard can kind of visit Richard. You know, he mentioned at the time like in New Year. And is it just kind of get some help him with the car set up a bit, like because obviously he doesn't know, does he?
Yeah, kind of set up a bit, just driving tips where you can bombard people with information. So I'm just kind of there if he needs to lean on me. You know, well, I can try and help him a little bit, but Richard just needs seat time in it, and they're not easy things to drive, as I've just proven.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. And the thing is, like you say, it's a busy meeting, isn't it? You've got 4 odd cars here, Northampton's town, so it is going to be tricky for him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we don't really know a great deal what the car's going to do. It's a new engine in it, so yeah, we just wanted. I think Richard wanted me to get out of it and say that's an handful. It's the car, not you.
Yes. And what have you said so far?
I think it's definitely my fault so far, but like I say, we'll hopefully do a few more laps at it and. See if we can help him as much as me.
Lovely. Right, I hope we get to Concity final.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
And then we'll see you on track in your car.
No idea. Hopefully this season. That's all I'm hoping. But I don't know when.
Thanks so much.
No problem.
Paul Hines, a good stock car race and he won.
Yes, it was a good stock car race, which is not like me to get involved with a good stock car
No,
race.
but that's the thing. You're driving differently this year. We did this at Buxton. You are driving differently. It looks to me as a very, whatever observer, more stock car racing's going on.
Yeah, I think so. I've not been good for a while for different reasons, and it is what it is. But I've just tried to be a bit more aggressive, for want of a better word, just a bit more determined, a bit more. I'm either going to do it or I'm not. If I'm going to do it, let's be here and try and do something. So far, so good this year.
Yeah. Roden Hall last night. I wasn't there.
Yes.
Good night for yourself.
It was a good night for the sport.
Okay.
It was a really good crowd, plenty of cars, 34 car Grand National, which was absolutely mental. I think I got an 8th in the heat and 10th in the final, and then I didn't get anywhere in the National. I got Matt Newson on the bend there, so that's okay. So yeah, it was a great night for the sport.
Yeah.
It was really good. Every formula was great. Stock cars were brilliant. The crowd was really good. So yeah, on the up.
Me and Sophie have commented on this every meeting and gone, the crowd seem very, very good at every single meeting.
Yes.
Buxton, everyone seems to be going to stock cars. I don't know.
It's because that great shootout idea, wasn't it?
I mean, somebody should take credit for that.
At some point they were, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, I just think it's on the up. There's so many, we've said it, there's so many things over the last 5-6 years, whatever it might be, it's just raised our profile. Freddie Flintoff, touring cars, shootouts, just general publicity, what the BSCDA have done brilliantly well, the publicity team, the videos, the YouTube channel, everything has just come together to make it, you know what? And it's working.
It's a bit of a product, isn't it now? It's a product.
It's a brand. It's a product, it's a brand, it's something that people follow, there's personalities behind it. I think that's really good, really, really good. And that's how the sport's going to survive. It's the only way forward, you know what I mean? To embrace that new world and all those different things and go for it. So credit to everyone involved, but it's on the up, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And two races in, good stock car racing again today. Like you've won your heat and it feels like a good stock car race already.
Mine was a good race. I enjoyed it with Finn. Finn was going really, really well. I know he's chasing Superstar, but I was close enough. I thought, I've got to go for it, Finn. And he kept hanging his back. He kept hanging out all the time. I thought, Finn, you're showing me your nerve more than your back bumper, so I know what I'm going to do. And I knew 5 laps before what I was going to do. And sure enough, he went into the last bend a bit deep, but he went out wide. I saw this lovely target there, and I thought, well, mate, you've given it me there, haven't you?
Because I thought you'd missed the opportunity. Watching you come down the back straight, I'm like, oh no, he's done, no, Finn's got it, and then it's like,
I knew.
good stock car
I knew what I was going to do.
it.
I knew what I was going to do laps before. Don't get me wrong, what he should have done, it's all hindsight. If he'd have kept it nice and square and deep, I wasn't aiming for his back bumper because I've not seen it all race, so I wasn't going to go for it on the last bend. I was all about that one there. So, but credit to Finn, he's a really good little driver, and I hope he gets the flashing lights he deserves it.
Yeah, because I was talking to him at Buxton, and they are very much putting the effort into the team this year. We want to race, we want to get track time, and
get
up there and be up
people
there
like
with the
Finn,
cars.
Future Sport, ex-British champion. I mean, we need names to come through. You know what I mean? All that sort of stuff. So, damage over there. But it's good to see the young drivers coming through, getting that bug. You know what I mean? Jolien Maynard did really well last night, and Lewis Hunter, really well done to Lewis Hunter. He's gone blue last night. That was a tough place. There must have been 30 blues out in one of the races, and he come through and did really well. So that's what the sport needs.
Good.
Job's
Paul,
good.
thanks so much.
Always. Thank you.
I'm here with the very infamous and famous Chris Callie, very long-standing friend of mine. How you doing, Chrissy?
Very well, thank you. Yourself?
Good. Yeah, really good, thanks. I didn't see you going quite as well in that consolation as I've seen you go.
No, we had a problem. They shut the fan belt off, snapped that, and took the power steering off. So I knew it was a matter of time. I lost the power steering, and I kept an eye on the gauge, and it just started going up through the sky, and I thought, time to pull off. So
It seemed to me as well you were overslowing, particularly in turn 3, like you were really stamping on the brake. I was worried. I actually thought your brakes might be binding a little bit, but I don't know.
No, brakes are all right. I'm just not very good, am I? So it comes natural to Tom Harris and all the rest of them, but just not to me. But I just sort of I popped a few away early on, and I think I was sitting about 5th, and I just thought, we're doing all right here, and just trying to get a few laps under my belt. But then as soon as the power steering went, I ran 5 laps with no power steering, and you can't physically just throw it in because it's chicken wings. So unfortunately, just how it is. But
So did it start letting go, or did it instantly?
no, I'd say the power steering went straight away, and the gauge was running at 160, and I thought, okay, fair enough. And,
the temperature gauge.
Sorry, and another lap it went up to 180, and then 2 laps later it's at 240. And I thought, do you know what?
Yeah. Does Pete Knight still do your motors?
He does, yeah.
And what would he say if he knew that your temperature got
It only got to 180, Pete. Don't worry.
I don't know whether he's going to watch this.
In all fairness, it went up. It went up really fast, and like I say, there's no point. Even winning the consolation is not going to cover the bill, is it? So you've got to just
not nearly.
And I had a poorly engine last year, if you remember rightly, at Buxton, and I thought, well, I don't want another one.
So can I ask you this, Chris? The last real time you were out was quite some time ago, right?
Yes, at Buxton, October, I think it was, sort of September, October.
And was that a really good meeting for you?
No, it was bloody awful.
Why? What happened, Chris?
Unfortunately, the engine let go. It snapped number 1 rod, took number 2 out with it, punctured 2 holes in the side of the block. The rear wheels locked up. I went in on my oil, went in backwards, and
that fence is quite hard at Buxton.
You get up some pace as well.
You do get up some pace on those straights. Yeah. So you were laughing at the end of that, were you?
I'll be honest with you. I remember looking at the fence, and I'm thinking, this is going to be it. And then you sort of brace yourself. It's like, I think, oh, not yet. And as soon as I went, not yet, it's like, and then I woke up with my head on my chin on my chest. And then if you listen to the camera footage, there's something on the internet. It sounds like I'm giving birth to a melon. That weren't great.
Yeah, no.
And then I probably started feeling decent about 3rd week of January.
So we're talking 3 months.
Yeah, it took me a little while to get over it, and just more like neck and shoulder and that really. It's took it out of me a little bit. Not as young as I used to be.
Well, you poor sausage. There's nothing funny for those of you who don't do it. There's nothing funny about going in backwards at Buxton or Hendersford. But probably Buxton's worse because the bends are tighter, of course, aren't they?
Yeah, maybe. But you have all this supportive gear on that protects you from your head going forwards because you're designed to hit the wall head on. But unfortunately, the gear that's on the back of your helmet doesn't stop it going backwards.
No, haven't we always talked about having your headrest right up against the back of your helmet?
We have. But in all fairness, though, mine isn't far off because I'm a believer in that. But it's still, your brain's at the weaker part of your skull, isn't it? And it's.
Hang on, whoa. You said your what?
Marble. Marble.
whatever's in there, that
marble.
sponge stuff.
Yeah.
And then the stuff went up for sale.
And it still is for sale, yeah. The bus is up for sale, the car's up for sale, the tarmac car was up for sale, but it's scrap. So I can't sell it. We are going to redo it because otherwise it's just scrap metal.
Yeah.
We have started, I've had to put a chassis leg in it, snoo, complete some guard on it, cab side when I had a car come through. So yeah, I've been busy with that. Nothing sold, the engine sat on the floor. And I just thought, let's just chuck an engine in. So last week I went, sod it. This has been sat outside for 3 months. Well, since no longer than that, since September.
Well,
just been sat outside.
Apart from your the drive belts, it was going well.
It was actually,
it was
to be
going
fair.
really well.
3 cans of WD-40 later to seize everything. But yeah, no, it was going fine. And yeah, I was quite chuffed with it really. And pulled off in the heat because like a numpty, I'll take the blame. I hadn't put the rad cap on properly.
That doesn't work very well.
I got wet then.
Don't tell Pete Nice about that.
no, but it didn't get hot then, Pete. I promise. But it started coming through the cab, and I thought, well, you know what's the point? And we're just having a bit of fun, Rog. We're here to enjoy ourselves, and when we can actually get it finished in a race, we'll put a show on. And that's all. I'm not bothered about points or semi-finals or nothing like that. I'm just going to pick and choose when I want and have some fun.
Nice place to be.
And have some fun, and if the bus sells, it sells. If for anyone watching, it's just past MOT, no advisories.
Nice bus. Show them the buzz.
Yeah.
This is a buzz. I learnt the word buzz from the Hodgsons. It's us buzz. That's us buzz.
That's us buzz. So yeah, no. And
what do we want? 3.5 for that? Yeah. Anyway, don't go there.
3 maybe.
3. 100 grand. Okay, cool.
No.
Anyway,
it's what it's worth, and then obviously the shale car's not sold, and I thought, well, it ain't going to sell just sitting there.
No,
and we do enjoy it when we come racing. We have a good time, but I've just got a lot going on at home, and my job's sort of like full on.
The family's quite busy.
Full on. I've got 3 kids, all girls as well, so that's full on.
Oh dear me.
And I'm doing a little bit outside of work as well, bits and bobs, and I'm keeping busy. And unfortunately, I'm just at that stage in my life where stock car racing is great, but it's just not #1 priority. So that's where we're at. But I'm enjoying it. It's good to see everyone. And yourself?
Who? Always lovely to see you, Chris. Bless you, man. Really good.
Take care.
Out in the National?
Yeah, we'll go out of the National and have another go.
Give it some.
Yeah, why not?
Bless you, man.
Thank you. Cheers, both.
I'm here with Danny Mitchell, 404. Danny, you're lined up. Number 1, you are keen.
I like to get first on grid.
Why is it like to be first on the grid?
Oh, from a right off, it's easy to get tangled. If you're sitting off front pole, at least you've got that chance of getting away. So I always like to get in early and get that head start if I can. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if I'm there first, hopefully it will.
And you did all right in the consolation, in your heat. You got P6, 7?
9th, I think.
Was it 9th?
Yes.
And the car looked quite good, didn't it?
Yeah, few driver errors, things that I could have improved on, just taking it a bit too easy in the bend and pushing on a little bit, but we'll hopefully go with the mindset of giving it a little bit more in this final and hopefully get a good result.
Danny, I wish you the really best of luck, mate. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to seeing you afterwards.
Hello, Dave Polly.
Hello, the great Jonathan.
Thank you.
Where were you last night?
I was having a sabbatical from stock cars.
Part-timer?
Yeah, it's too
Ain't
far.
no good.
It's
I
too
was
far.
there.
I knew you
All
were.
the fans were there. Where were you?
There was a lot of fans there. But Sophie wanted to try it
down.
solo. She wanted to I want to go on my own. I was like, okay, fine, go for it. You've won the final.
Yeah, I was alright.
Well done. Well
Thanks.
done. It's a good race.
Yeah.
Did you think?
yeah.
Did you think you were going to catch Carl Mosley?
I thought I was, and then we had a bit of a moment with
Yeah.
a couple of back markers, and then it seemed to be alright. No,
Frank was behind you.
I couldn't tell you.
Could you not?
No. I think I was that far in front of Frank. I wouldn't know where he was. No, I could see some lights a bit back, and
Yeah.
He got close when we had a little mishap in the last lap with a back marker, but it's all right. All under control.
Are you sure?
No,
Okay. You didn't go out for your heat.
no, loads of damage last night.
Right.
In the workshop till 3 o'clock this morning. Can't thank the boys enough. Well, not doing a lot, but being in the workshop, we're there.
More support.
Yeah, but no, it was a hard night last night.
Yeah.
And then we went to go out for the heat, and we had no gears left in the gearbox.
Okay.
So gearbox changed for the consolation.
Which went and won.
Yeah,
It's been a good day.
They were thrilled about that as well. But no, from then on, yeah, it's been good.
So why was Mildenhall a struggle? Was it just the track or the car or bad luck?
Car was rubbish, driver was rubbish.
Okay.
I just kept getting caught up.
So the message is don't have much sleep and then you're a better stock car driver.
No, because I've had no sleep all week, and
Right.
it ruined me last night, and I think it was more out of frustration and anger today.
Right, okay. Good.
I had to keep the morale up in the team,
Well, in the team.
otherwise no one's coming next week.
Well done for today. And my last question, I like to ask about your well-being. It's a kind of a theme. You've been limping around.
I know.
Are you all right?
I think I've got gout.
That's serious.
I've had it before in my big toe, and
Yeah.
then my ankle just stopped working this week.
Okay. Is this self-diagnosis or are you going to seek medical?
Wife's Googled it, so
Excellent.
that's what it is.
Okay.
It's fact, matter
Right.
of fact.
Okay.
Either way, my ankle doesn't work.
Right, and we
So-
think it's gout, so
Yeah.
we'll check in maybe Kings Lynn, see if it's cured itself.
Find out, won't we?
I think this should be a feature.
Yeah.
Is
I'm
Dave
gonna-
okay?
I tried to talk to Frank about it on the pace car, because now how old he is, I thought he probably would have got it by now. So
Has he had it?
no, he didn't. No, he didn't really want to talk about it.
Okay,
no.
I'll ask him when I go over.
Yeah, you ask him, but
Thank you so
see
much.
if he's had gout.
Hello, Frankie.
Right, you all right?
Yeah, very well. Good. You're on your own this weekend. Why?
Just weddings and stuff for people doing other stuff, but both qualifiers and it's a boss round today, so I wanted to do them. So
And you've done very well today.
yeah, I thought I'd turn up yesterday with just a truck, and it's like I've definitely left some of those trailers at home in it, but yeah, so we managed to get everything in, and
Yeah.
no, I had a good weekend.
Okay. So second in the final today.
Yeah.
You nearly caught Dave.
Yeah, I got spun halfway through again, and I did a 360. Got right back in the traffic in behind Tom and Matt to work my way back through again. So yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it actually. Even though I got second, I absolutely loved the race. It was meant, yeah.
It was a good race with Tom in the heat because you two are like on pace.
I know. You can't make
No.
even half a mistake.
No.
And then when I come back in, I thought, well, we were behind Thomas Andrew,
Yes.
and he didn't make a mistake. Do you know what I mean? We didn't catch him neither. And I thought, geez, because we must have been going.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? And you know, Tom don't piss about. So
So in the heat, like I was watching you and Tom, because you're like, right, Tom's going to do Frank in a minute, and Frank will get him back, and that's kind of what's going to happen. And you didn't, but you were like both
Yeah.
same distance
Yeah,
apart,
yeah.
lap after lap. I'm like, this is very good.
had I been winning it, I think he'd have had a proper dive.
Yeah.
Fair enough, but you know, he might come off. But you know, for third or fourth, he's not. You know.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. So second in the final, which is good, and then you're going to win the Grand National. So
Yeah,
3-2-1.
Absolutely, yeah.
good.
No other way, is it?
I don't think so.
No,
No, unless you
no.
crash.
Well,
Don't crash. Crash is
I've
bad.
crashed plenty as it is, but no, but I'm enjoying it. Racing's good at the minute. Car's on fire. Really enjoying it.
Talking to Paul Hines earlier on, and he was saying it feels like a real feel-good factor about Formula One. Lots of people coming to watch during this year in terms of crowd numbers and
good.
stuff.
Yeah, I had to double take who was actually driving Paul's car
Yeah.
after the heat.
He hit
His front bumper.
Yep, he hit Finn Sargent.
He bent a bit of steel on his can. I was like, wow.
Oh, really?
I had to go have a look.
Yeah, it definitely happened.
It was Paul.
Okay. And my last question, I've been talking to Dave, and he's struggling with gout. And he said he asked.
He got out on the infield and he said, I feel really old. And I actually said to him, how old are you, Dave? And he's like, he's 13 years younger than me. I'm like,
Okay.
shut up.
Yeah.
What's your issue? Do you know what I mean? Man up and get on with
Yeah.
it.
Has he not told you what his medical issue is?
I'm not interested in his
Okay.
medical
No, he said
issue.
you weren't
Just don't
bothered.
moan about it.
Yeah. No, he said you
Don't
weren't
moan
bothered.
about it. Yeah, no, it was good. So. Yeah, no, I enjoyed the race. It was good. Hectic, good racing here. It's been good. The track's been really good today.
The final
was
did seem
last
very,
night.
the final did seem very hectic at the start. Everybody's
it's
getting
always
everywhere.
is, you know what I mean? It's just what it's to qualify. Everybody wants points, don't they? You know, we finished and then come down the straight after. There was cars everywhere. Oh, Jesus Christ! Those were scrabbling to get to that line, but yeah, no, so it's good.
Good. 1 second.
Thank you.
Hello, Henry Robson.
Hello.
Right, I've just done Frank and Dave 1 and 2, but I thought we'd finish off with yourself because I think your team has been the hardest working this weekend. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, we've had a lot of damage. The car's been quick and it's been about there, but it's just ended up in every clash we could possibly end up in.
Yeah.
Last night, Millnall was quick. My own fault in the final. And then National, yellow flag, just got shoved on top of another car and put on my side. So one of them nights, but the car was quick. We learnt a lot with it, so one of them really.
And then today, Heat 1, you stuck it in the, or Heat 2, whichever it was, you stuck it in the fence. A lot.
Yeah. Got caught on my front wheel, flat tyre, went launching down to the next bend like an idiot, straight in, car up on the wires, 2 tractors bringing me on, car hanging in bits.
Yes.
But everyone in the pit seemed to jump on it and we got out for the con team qualified, so that's all that mattered. Really.
So at one point in the constellation, I thought you were winning that,
yeah.
but you were quick enough to win it.
Trying like a bit of a number again, I don't know if I can say that, but spun out on the first corner. Yeah, that was it really. Just trying to get...
You've looked quick every time I've seen you, like on both surfaces, tarmac and shale.
Yeah, last weekend was a bit of the same, just learning with the car really. I did a lot of meetings in this car and I've done a lot of meetings in the tarmac car, so just learning.
And is the plan to do is, you've done quite a few meetings, that's probably more than you did last year.
Yeah.
Is the plan just to kind of like as many as we can within what you do as day job?
Yeah, just as many as we can. We're not Holland, Valhalla and that. Might struggle if there's a badge meeting on that we can't do. We're going to try and do as much as we can.
Yeah.
You know, we've got Good Friday scheduled and then we're doing King's Lynn, so...
Yeah. Which is good. And what are you kind of aiming for this year? Is it just
laps?
Yeah.
Laps. Hopefully we're going to have a new car for next season, shale car. So just crash this one as much as I can and learn my craft, and then next year give it some.
So when you've got a nice new one, it's like, we can be careful.
I'll try not to
crash.
Yeah.
Listen, seriously, I think like I said at the very beginning, every race I've been like seeing you working on car and like, especially when you get towed off with 2 tractors, that's always impressive.
Yeah.
So well done for that. It's been good.
For this weekend, it's worth it. When you get a good result, it's all worth it. So. What we do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that's it from Northampton. Car's just about to go out for the Grand National. Roger, you've not been for a while. First King's Lynn and then today. Who's kind of stood out for you, would you say?
Well, I'm going to be at left field with the answer to that one because I loved watching Thomas Barber. I mean, he was absolutely on it in the consolation.
Yeah.
I've just spoken to him now for the first time in my entire life. Lovely guy.
Yes.
Slight problem with the coil. He's losing power, and that's why it didn't go so well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been actually, John, as you say, not been since King's Lynn. It's been great racing out there all the way through. I've been right on it. I've got to say, I know everybody goes on about Frankie and Tom were just outstanding, weren't they? But, I mean, really good all the way. I think what I'd say is come to Northampton and watch the race. It's brilliant.
It's been very good. It's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. I think.
Yeah, who's yours? Who
I'm really pleased for Carl Mosley. 8-6.
He was wonderful, wonderful.
Really struggled all year with engine, and then so that's going to put you in a bit of a downer. And then it's like good meeting last night, Mildenhall. Good meeting today, and it's that positive thing you need just to keep going, isn't it, with stock cars?
Totally. A bit of positivity.
Yeah.
You go away feeling good for the next round, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you else as well. Danny Mitchell off the front. I mean, we spoke to him very briefly before the final, but in his heat, he got a bit caught up in the final. Great lad, and working really hard as a lowly white top. There he is doing it. Brilliant stuff. So 2 white tops for me. That's the answer.
2 white tops, and I picked a yellow top. So it's been a good meeting. We're back next weekend from Sketch House. Thank you very much, Roger.
Thanks very much, Jonathan.